coming back around, wrapping things up with the 8:30 hour. Mr. Wellbrock's ready to go. Nice in the bowl.
There it is.
He's got the mojo today. Starting it off, it's JFK versus the Jagernauts. A team I keep pimping around here. And they keep pimping it in the bar. You know, we're all pimping. We're pimps.
Pimping ain't easy.
Jagernauts.
It ain't easy.
Yeah, they've seen it ain't easy. Still don't have a win yet. Oh, JFK, tough team. They, you know, after taking two early losses, they've really come back to form. They've been, you know, blowing out some mid-level teams there and just showing what they're all about. Oh, Jagernauts, I want it so bad for you. There's a little purple spot in my heart, right? Right.
It's the left ventricle.
No, it's my nipple that's purple, thanks to Nick Schmidt. But anyway, I've got JFK. You know, you got to favor them. You know, Jagernauts, good D, keep it close, 2-run game.
Why did Nick? Huh?
Nick is all about my nipples.
Did you guys recreate this week's Time magazine photo?
Yeah,
that cover.
For those who weren't aware, Time magazine had a new cover out where it had the woman breastfeeding the 3-year-old. That dude almost was able to drive a car, and he was licking his mom's breast.
Well,
JFK versus the Jagernauts. You know, Jagernauts 0-3-1. They haven't got a win, but I tell you, some would say they've had the toughest schedule in the league.
Some would say that.
Some would say that. But they've really had a rough time. I mean, you look at their runs, they've scored 8 runs in these 4 games, and they've only let up 11. So it's just been so tough for them. They've stayed with all these teams, though. But at the same time, JFK looks so good against free balling. I mean, they dismantled them methodically a couple weeks ago. It's going to be Jagernauts. They won't beat themselves, so they'll keep it close. But I'll go with JFK by 1.5.
Yeah, and when you're looking at the Jagernauts statistics here, you know, 4 games, 8 runs for, 11 runs against. There's not really a whole lot of runs being scored on either side for Jagernauts. You know, you alluded to my official counterpart, Katie Lytle, who's going to be spending a good time for Mother's Day with her mom up in Ohio. So she's going to be removed from said game. So that takes a big chunk out of the outfield, and you know, as far as a good solid bunter goes on as well. JFK just too strong. Had a chance to talk to Freed over at the recreational activities that me and you were a part of the other night, and you know, we were talking about deciphering that code, the 3, 5, 4, 6, and he kind of came up and was just like, you know, you guys are only partially accurate. So the mystery still goes on what the hell they're actually talking about. He said sometimes they're nonsense, but nonsense not. It gets the job done. It gets the job done. Whatever he's calling is working.
One interesting subplot about this game is that there are several members of the Peninsula Pounders travel team on both squads. So this will be a good one as they kind of play each other going into next weekend. We'll be in Jacksonville, Florida for the Jacksonville Kickball Open. So it'll be nice to see the rivals play each other there.
So some traveling teammates going against each other in the WAKA Peninsula. I got JFK, just solid offensive. Man, I'm gonna go a little bit larger. I'm gonna go 2, 2.5.
Oh, yeah, that's 2.
2.
2 to the Kennedys. Oh, then the second game in the 8:30 hour, we've got the foul balls facing off against Chicken Tetrazzini. Mr. Wentworth, let me know what you feel, my man.
Oh boy, those foul balls.
Ah,
they score a lot of runs.
Mm-hmm.
They give up a lot of runs. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a good game. I think Chicken Tetrazzini, they're been very improved over the last couple of weeks. They tied last game. The game before that, they got a win. So I think they're a team that's hot right now. We'll see how the 2-week layover is going to do for them in between games. So that could impact them. But they got to find a way to score runs, and this is a good opportunity for them to break out of their slump. Right now they're ranked 16th in runs scored per game. but they're playing a defense that lets up 6.75 runs per game. So I think this will be an interesting game. I think it'll be, honestly, I think it'll just be a shootout. I see probably more than a dozen runs scored in this game, you know, all combined. If I had to pick a line, which I guess I do, since that's the purpose.
Yeah, that's why we're sitting here.
Yeah.
Listening to you.
Fuck it, pick 'em, whatever.
You just pick one.
Yeah. It's you know, there's strengths on both teams. I think it's a clash of styles. I think it'll be a good one. So I'll say pick 'em. I couldn't pick a winner here.
It makes me feel so proud to say, like, to just favor some foul balls. I mean, like, a team seasons past, it was foul balls. They're done again. They're done again. This game's going to Chicken Tetrazzini. Not so fast, my friends, as Lee Corso would say. Foul balls coming back this season. I love the tenacity this team has. I don't disrespect a man in his own home. Brian Pena back there, who called me out on the defense wins championships. I said, nope, you know, defense wins championships, but they don't necessarily win mid-season games. Foul balls have a terrible defense, but that's not going to affect them this game. I mean, quote me on it. I mean, like, it's you know, next to last.
Except for their catcher.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Brian, what position do you play?
Exactly.
What do you play?
Catcher.
Catcher. Okay, great. So yeah, one of the best catchers in foul ball's history, next to Roger Jackson, if he played on the foul ball.
Right there in the pantheon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know, I'm going foul
Their numbers are both hanging in the foul balls rafters as retired. One day.
I agree with you guys. The shootout is in effect for Week 7. Chicken Tetrazzini not really used to the shootouts over here. Foul balls are, so they know how to handle those big astronomical run totals. I got foul balls winning by half a run.
You could say it's a play on words. Foul versus foul.
Yes. The old foul territory of a kickball field versus the type of bird.
Thank you for explaining.
But you can also go the Italian route with Tetrazzini, Chicken Tetrazzini on some sort of Italian side, and then balls, like meatballs. So a lot of marinara, a lot of Parmesan. Oh, come on, man.
That's a stretch.
Wait, hold on. Foul balls versus Chicken Tetrazzini. Both names have 2 words. Another striking coincidence.
There's a lot of wit.
Woo!
Yeah.
You know, I'm with Brent on the pick'em. I think the foul balls will win just because, hell,
Where you
fucking win the game.
You're with me on the pick'em. You're with me on the pick'em.
All right, fine.
I
Then
said
we'll
pick 'em too.
No, you going to pick 'em? You going to pick 'em?
Yeah, I think
Come
the
on.
foul.
Let's
Fine.
have some foul balls at this table. Let's go.
All right, our balls are out. They're lit up.
Foul
Half a
territory.
run to the foul territory.
There we go. There we go.
Rising up.
That's what.
Then we finish off the Chubby Gangsters. They're playing Battlestar Ballsacktica. End of a doubleheader for both teams.
Yes.
Mr. Welbrock.
Man, I don't go against the Chubby Gangsters. Y'all have heard of this before on multiple podcasts. I'm gonna continue to go with the old North Carolina blue on this. Battlestar Ballsacktica. If there was a game where they had a chance to get that first win, this is gonna be the game. You got Chubby Gangsters doing a doubleheader, playing Moose Knuckles the hour previously. Battlestar is also playing Burning Bridges. You know, which team's going to have that extra gas, that extra juice to show up for the 8:30 game? Being refereed by the Burning Bridges. So, if Battlestar were to happen to beat Burning Bridges, not saying that anybody's going to throw some 50-50 calls the other way, but I don't know. You don't want to piss that team off at 7:30. That's all I'm saying. But I got Chubby Gangsters. I got them winning by 1.5.
Okay.
McDoogie, McHauser, MD gets on again.
I'd say, we mentioned it earlier in the 7:30 recaps, but the Ballsacks are giving up a lot of runs, 5.25 per game. One of the biggest reasons behind that is that their outfield sometimes can be inconsistent. When we look at the Chubby Gangsters, one of the things they do is they put pressure on the outfields of their opponents. So I see that being as a big matchup concern. If the Ballsacks are going to have a chance at winning this game, they've got to shore up that outfield and play consistent defense all game long. They haven't shown it completely yet. I would have to say Chubby Gangsters favored. It's tough, man, because they haven't been locked down defensively lately either. Giving up 5 runs to the 16th ranked offense last 2 weeks ago is not very impressive. So Chubby Gangsters a run and a half. I'll go with that. Same thing as you.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I think this is a close game. You know, in my mind, I almost see sort of a toss-up. You bring up good matchup points that'll probably, you know, would swing things a little bit in the way of the Chubby Gangsters. So, you know, I'll go with you guys. Are we 1.5 each? Yeah. So we'll go 1.5 to the Chubby Gangsters.
And then we get that bonus.
Oh, and you thought that was it? Bonus game! Holy
This will be a good one.
stuff!
This means I have to get all my beers in between the hours of 11 o'clock and 12:15. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
You'll find a way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 9:30. Stick around, everyone, if you can. Lord knows I will support that guy who has to sit out there at the tiki bar all night. God, he looks lonely sometimes, so, you know, go buy some more beer from him, stick around, watch a fun game, you know, let's keep the party out on the field. You know, Lucky's you know, they'll be there when the game is over, you know. You're not missing anything, so you will be missing if you don't come to this game. Matzo and Rumspringa playing my adopted child, the Jagernauts.
Yes, yes. This is a game that, just to give you a little history, these two teams, we are so-called the Alliance. 2 great groups of people coming together for one common cause, and that's to have a great time and to drink a lot of beer. But this game, we weren't on the schedule to begin with. We talked to Commissioner Wentworth. We said this game must go down for the sake of WAKA. Tried to get it in week 1. We got rained out at 8:30, so this is the make-up time. Rumspringa versus Jagernauts. I said that I wouldn't be there for the new Kickheads game. I will be suited up for this 9:30 game. My awards dinner for being an excellent assistant manager will be done. And I'll be ready to throw the rock and give Rusty some relief.
Are you actually going to, when you go to the awards dinner, you're going to be wearing your sweatpants underneath your suit? Like,
that is a great idea.
Straight to the game.
It's casual wear at this event, so I'll be wearing a Fort Eustis custom shirt that we have that says "Holding Down the Fort" with my name on the back of the tank. So I should wear my head in sweatbands there for that.
That's
but
badass.
I know I could get. They could look at me in a different way, but. Rumspringa Jagernauts is going to be a great game. It always comes down to the wire. 2 teams that aren't going to really attack each other in cold blood, but it's going to be very competitive because bragging rights will be laid down for the next week. I see this being very close. Defense is going to win this one by far. Jagernauts, like we said, doesn't put up a whole lot, but doesn't give up a whole lot. You're going against number 1 D. So let's see which one breaks.
I think, like you said, this will be a fun game to watch. I'm looking forward to it. Last time these 2 teams played, Rumspringa came away with the walk-off win.
With my boy Brian Yon.
Brian Yon coming through in the clutch with the walk-off. So it's close when they play. It's a fun game. You know, they both want to win, but they're both very close off the field. I'll go...
Hey, not to influence you, if this was a pick'em game, this would be the pick'em game of the week.
Yeah, I'll go pick'em, but I think the Jagernauts have a real shot at getting their first victory. But I'll go pick'em.
Just from the spirit of camaraderie out there, I'll stick with that pick'em, but I'll leave you with this: Jagernauts, Jagernauts, Jagernauts. If they lose, I'll drink as many shots of Jaeger as runs your team scores against them.
Are you buying your own rum or your own Jaeger shots?
Thursday might be rough.
If the Jagernauts lose, yes, I'll have the number of Jagernauts runs scored and Jaeger shots, the number of Rumspringa runs scored and rum shots.
Oh my God!
That's how confident I am. Otherwise, I'm not going to be walking.
Jesus. Yeah, I can't wait till they see this.
That's a guaranteed purple.
I will say the time before they played, I think it was like 8-7. Actually, that might have been the last time, and the time before that was the one with the walk-off.
The
last season was 8-7.
There was
one. You might be fucked up.
No, yeah, the one last one. No, you make a good case because now it's all coming back to me. They were beating us bad,
8-1,
8-1, and we came back 8-7. The last time was the walk-off, and Brian Yon saved my ass on that one. So, yeah.
So pick them.
You might get fucked up.
Don't let me down. I might.
I'll do it anyway.
Stay tuned for the mid-season party previews coming up. You watch this thing, and then you'll see what we predict to happen.
Oh yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening.
Tits out.